Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Honorable Segwabe is my name, supervised by Mr. Lepile, and my title project proposal is Fish Stock Assessment on Catches Caught by the Poverty Eradication Program Beneficiaries at Dikgathong Dam. This is fish. Fish is a limbless, cold-blooded vertebrate animal with gills and fins living wholly in water. The picture that I've just shown. It is the most important protein source in many developing countries because it is often the only affordable and relatively easily available source of animal protein. Fish is the occupation or industry of catching. Fishery is the occupation or industry of catching or rearing of fish. For the sustainable exploitation of fishery resources, several ways of managing fishery are practiced, such as conducting researches, such as fish stock assessment and catch and effort data record forms. Fishery Acts and regulations are also used to manage this animal, as well as the provision of extension services. Capture fisheries is the activity to harvest a given fish resource. On the broad level, capture fisheries can be classified as industrial, small-scale, or artisanal and recreational. Artisanal fisheries is a traditional fisheries which involves household fishing mainly for local consumption. Artisanal fisheries can be subsistence or commercial fisheries, providing for local consumption or export. And Botswana is one of the countries which practice this method. Though Botswana has achieved an economic growth, the country still faces socio-economic challenges such as poverty. This has prompted the government to come up with poverty eradication program which aim at improving the livelihoods of Botswana. Poverty eradication program will aid in attaining food security and at a minimum sustainable livelihood amongst disadvantaged individuals and families. Different project packages were developed and fisheries projects were included. The beneficiaries were supplied with canoes, gill nets, and containers. Therefore, the study will be assessing what has been caught by poverty eradication beneficiaries at the Dikgathong Dam. Statement of the problem. It is evident to suggest that Dikgathong Dam have some fish species. However, information on exactly which species exist in this dam is lacking. Therefore, there is a need for documentation of inventory of fish species at this dam or in the Dikgathong Dam. Aims and objective. The aim is to provide biological and ecological information on fish species present in the Dikgathong Dam to support management and conservation strategies. Objectives: to determine the species composition in the Dikgathong Dam, to determine index of relative importance in the Dikgathong Dam, to identify gillnet selectivity of important species in the same dam, and also to determine land distribution of fish species inside that dam. Justification: freshwater fisheries around Africa and the rest of the world provide a source of cheap but valuable protein to communities that live within the periphery or adjacent to this thing. Most of these communities are economically marginalized, hence making fish an important source of livelihood. Therefore, knowledge of the dynamics of the fishery, especially the impact of gear used, is important to ensure sustainable utilization of this resource. As such, the study will provide baseline information for comprehensive long-term monitoring of species diversity. Description of the study area. Dikgathong Dam is a dam near the village Robelela, located on the Shashe River 3 kilometers below the confluence with that river. It is 55 kilometers northeast of the town Silibe-Pikwe and 5 kilometers upstream of Botswana-Zimbabwe border. The total water holding capacity of the Dikgathong Dam is 400 million cubic meters, and it is meant for urban water supply, that is secure supply of water for Gaborone, Francistown and other areas. This picture shows during the time of construction of the dam. This is where exactly the dam is in our map. Literature. In Botswana, people living close to the Delta River and dams are engaged in subsistence and commercial fishing. Lake Ngami has always been inhabited by many species of fish. Research conducted by Ma details some of historical fish species of Lake Ngami. Major fish species found in the lake were Mucinus, Microlepia, and the rest. This is part of my literature review. I just included this one. Data collection. The duration period of data collection will be done in 2 weeks' time. Data will be collected in the morning at around 7 o'clock and to 10 o'clock. Fish stock assessment record forms will be used to capture data collected from the catches caught from the dam. Catches from 5 individuals out of beneficiaries will be assessed. But this one I will have to change it because I realized that I have to change it because this, the beneficiaries are not that much. So they are just 8 in number. So I'm going to do all of them. Procedure for data collection. Each specimen will be identified by name, weighed in grams. I'll have to change this again. It will be weighed in grams and measured to its total length in millimeters. This measurement will come from the snout up to the caudal fin. Instrument and materials. The researcher will be recording all data from the specimen caught using the measuring ruler, weighing scale, recording sheet, and pen and pencil and rubber. Data analysis. The data into a computer system and analyzed using a PassGear tool. This is a computer software to determine the species composition, index of relative importance, gillnet selectivity, and the length distribution. This is my budget. I will need vehicle, fuel, A4, papers, computers, and the likes. Time plan. Literature review is still ongoing. Data collection at Dikgathong will be in 2 weeks' time. Data analysis, a week. Writing a draft report, 4 days. Editing and submission, 2 days. And the last day during project presentation. Thank you. This is my end of the